Hey you guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to give you an update on the white Phalaenopsis. Do you remember the white Phalaenopsis? It was only a couple of weeks ago, I'm sure you remember. I'm the one with the bad memory. The white Phalaenopsis that we got, that I thought it had root rot, but it was really just emaciated. It needed a drink severely. So we ended up cutting off the flowers. I kept those, they're in a vase. The ones at the end look beautiful, the other ones don't look so good, but I still have it in a vase. I haven't thrown them out yet. They still look pretty good. Let me see if they'll focus. Maybe they are. They still look pretty good. But the plant itself, look at the leaves. They're finally not limp. And actually, this only took about a week. I took the plant out and I started, I looked at it and I'm like, where did this plant come from? I don't remember this plant. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the one that we were rescuing. And yeah, so now I'm just going to wait for a flower spike because the plant is doing wonderful. Let's pull it out of its decorative pot here. Do you see? The roots in there are looking lovely. They're a nice light green color, kind of a grayish green. Looking really, really good. Hopefully it's going to focus. Very, very healthy. So we're off to a great start. It was a good $10 purchase. And I'll keep you posted. I'm actually going to buy another orchid that's going through more of a root rot situation. And we'll nurse that one back to health. This one here was a really easy example. I didn't realize it was planted in bark when I purchased it, and usually when Phalaenopsis are planted in bark, it's much harder to cause root rot unless they're sitting in water for long periods of time, and usually that's not the case. Usually people underwater them at the stores. So we'll just set that aside, and yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Doing wonderful. I wanted to just share with you some of the orchids that I have that are in bloom. Or the Phalaenopsis in general. I'll do another video at another time with other orchids in bloom, but I just thought, let's have a Phalaenopsis day. Phalaenopsis are really, really beautiful, really easy to care for. I'm not going to say that I don't like them, but I'm not as big of a fan of the generic grocery store Phalaenopsis because everybody has those. And there's so many beautiful colors, don't get me wrong, but you could really fill up your house with the same thing. Just slightly different versions of the same flower. I like a variety. So don't get me wrong, I will buy some of the generic grocery store ones because some of them are just absolutely stunning. I'm just not going to fill my house with them. This one is still in bloom. This is the Bigfoot or the big-lipped Phalaenopsis. It's looking really nice. It's been opening more and more flowers. When I purchased it, I think that up to here was open. And the rest of these have now basically completed. I need to give this a drink. This is planted in condensed sphagnum moss. It's really, really tightly packed in there, so I haven't really been watering. It's been on the dry side. I will water it very, very soon. I'm noticing it's getting very top heavy. So I'm watching behind the flowers to make sure that I don't have any mealybugs. Mealybugs like to really go after the backs of the flowers, and then you notice that they die prematurely. And I do have a problem with mealybugs. However, I have really made headway on them. I only see a few here and there now, rather than whole colonies. So I've been really, really diligent these days, trying to get rid of them. I've just gotten fed up, to be quite honest. So this is going to stand here. Hopefully not fall over. It's fallen over several times. Bringing it downstairs, I had a situation where I picked that one up, it started to fall over, and then it toppled over my Paphiopedilum petalum with the big flowers. Oh, it was a whole disaster. I'm like, oh God, please don't break anything. So anyway, my disaster stories for the morning. I've got this beautiful Phalaenopsis. I believe it's Schilleriana. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yell out the way you say it right now. I won't hear you, but it'll be fun. I love this one because it has the beautiful mottled leaves. And the flowers are really pretty too. The flowers are quite dainty. The petals are a little bit smaller, so you get a little bit of space between them. And I find that that's really, really pretty. The roots on this, it needs to be repotted, and it also needs a drink. I tend to keep, I'm saying a lot, I apologize. I try to keep my phals on the dry side because it's easier to kill them with too much water and rotting out the roots than it is to keep them a little bit on the drier side. Then, yeah, I just want to make sure that I don't kill them with kindness. So, inside here, it really needs to get repotted, and again, it really needs a drink. So maybe after this flower spike completes, I will repot it into a nicer pot. Maybe slightly bigger, not too much bigger though. So that's that one. This one just started opening about a week ago. This one here is a no ID, but I loved it, and the flowers are so flat, so pretty. They're really fading. I've had these for about 2 months, and they just look beautiful. So this is a no idea. This came from, I believe, well, it's not Crystal Star Orchids, it's something else. If you're local to me in the Ontario area, the Toronto area, I bought this at Sheridan Nurseries, and it was expensive, but it really, really, really called my name. I couldn't leave it. Ilona, if you're watching this video, you will remember that because I bought it at our visit. So, and then another one, this one here is the one that you all know. This is my my scented one. It's got a nice fragrance to the flower. Ping Tongue Gold is what this one is called, and I love it. This one here is a tried and true Phalaenopsis for me. It grows like wildfire. It blooms all the time. I had to cut off flower spikes not long ago because of a mealybug infestation, and I keep checking the flowers because this one, the flowers generally last for months, but I was finding that they would come on, and then within a week they would fade and then be done. But they seem to be holding on, and usually I have multiple flower spikes. But since I cut it off, the last flower spike, this is the newest one. In time, I will have another one develop, and then another one develop. Usually, I've had this plant for a few years. I'm going to say 4 years. And since I've had it, it really has not been without flowers for more than a month. And it's always been in production of a new flower spike during that time. So this is an oddity to only have one flower spike. But I had to do it because of the mealybug infestation. I really wanted to get rid of it. They were colonizing on the flower spikes, and I just couldn't get rid of them. So I had to go to drastic measures. And so yeah, this is one of my favorites, and it smells delightful. Spicy. Another one here, this one is not flowering yet, but it's in spike. This is another one that is a tried and true. It's going to flower itself to death, quite honestly, because I don't know why it just keeps on putting out flower spike after flower spike. This one had a mealybug infestation like crazy, and now I don't see anything, and I've had it all on its own in a different room, and I haven't seen anything for months. So I believe this one is through the infestation stage. So I keep checking it, looking at it, and yeah. So this one has the pinky purple flowers, really, really lovely, and the flowers all come out kind of different. Some of them are missing petals, some of them have all the right petals, some of them are misshapen. People really like this one. I don't know that I'm a huge fan of it, but it's pretty and it flowers all the time. So in a few weeks' time, I'm sure you'll see some Instagram posts with these flowers on it. And I believe, last but not least, this is a lovely Phalaenopsis that is my neighbor's. And since it's done flowering, she gives it to me because she doesn't have a temperature fluctuation. So we are going to be repotting this in the coming videos, in the coming weeks. And yes, we're going to repot it, and I'm going to get it back into spike, and then I will take it over to her house, and then she will be able to bloom it through. And she used to be a just add ice person, and then I was over at her house one night, and I was drinking, as we do, and I was looking at it, and the roots were all emaciated, and they weren't looking so good, and the leaves were a little bit floppy, and I said, come on. this is how you do it. And she had the decorative pot, and it was in bark, and it was really, really good. It really had a lot of potential to do really, really well. So I showed her that night how to water her orchid, and now she can keep it better than me. The only downside to her is she doesn't have the temperature fluctuation. She has it in her kitchen, and her kitchen is a constant temperature, so she'll get leafy green growth and never ever any flowers. Comes over to my house, and I put it near a window, and it gets the temperature drop. Also, we have the temperature lower through the day. It turns out to be about 16 degrees Celsius through the day, then it raises up to about 21 degrees Celsius when we're at home. So just naturally through the day we'll get that fluctuation, but naturally at night it also goes down. So it will produce flower spikes here with no problem. So in a month or two there will be spikes developing, and she will be a happy camper, and we'll just constantly be on a rotation together. So again, wait for a few weeks and we'll do a repot video on this one. I'm sure it's doing fine, and we'll just prop it up. As you can see, there's lots of aerial roots here. They're looking so happy. Anyway, that's enough chatting for today. I'm sure I've talked your ear off. Until next time, follow me on Facebook, on Plants and Things, or Plants and Things What's Growing, and also Instagram. Love Instagram. If you want to do hashtag Plants and Things, and I'll be able to check out your photos. I'll comment and like and all that jazz. So anyway, again, until next time, happy growing. These ones have been in here since, I believe, the end of September. I can't remember when we pulled these in. And it's now January. So it's time to go and look at them to make sure that they are doing okay.